10 ways that Hong Kong is fighting the coronavirus. If you look at Hong Kong's COVID-19 statistics, they are incredible. But to realize how amazing they are, we need to compare them to other countries like France, the UK, and the USA. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's look at the case rate. And now, let's look at Hong Kong's. If you're not quick at numbers, Hong Kong is 20 times lower than the other 3 countries. Now let's look at the death rate for France, the UK, and the USA. And now for Hong Kong, which has a 0.5 death rate. Yeah, that means Hong Kong is 500 times lower than those other countries. And I know what you might be thinking. Maybe it's because Hong Kong just didn't test that many people, and that's why they have so little amount of cases. They're just not testing people. Well, there's a solution. Let's look at the testing rate. If we look at France, the UK, and the USA testing rate, and now let's look at Hong Kong. Hong Kong, even though they have less cases, is testing more than those other countries. So in summary, Hong Kong is doing an incredible job at fighting the coronavirus. So that's what we're here today. What did Hong Kong do to make their country so safe from the coronavirus? At number 10, Hong Kongese already have a great history of great hygiene. For example, somebody's sick, they wear a mask to prevent anybody else from getting it. Those things didn't have to be taught because they already do those things. At number 9, the authorities moved quickly to close large events, close schools, encourage people to work at home. At number 8, adding the small things, doormats with disinfectants, hand sterilizers almost everywhere, ultraviolet sterilizers on the escalators, plastic to cover the elevator buttons. At number 7, massive testing to make sure and know everybody that would have COVID-19. At number 6, ignoring the negative messages. There are many other countries and foreigners making fun of Hong Kongese for wearing masks, for wearing gloves, for being kinda really concerned about this virus. But look at how it paid off. Now Hong Kong is one of the safest places in the world because they took the measurements, because they acted early. At number 5, teamwork. Everybody working together. For example, small businesses literally would make signs and let people know that if they found somebody that was supposed to be isolated out at their business, they would report them. Now, this is really important because by this business doing this, they could get negative reviews, they could get less business, but that didn't matter to the business. What mattered the most was the Hong Kong society, and that is really incredible. Number 4, converting things to doing it online, even things like medicine. At number 3, all ferries, buses, and trains were suspended from China. At number 2, wristbands. See, new arrivals were supposed to stay in isolation for 14 days, and so they got a wristband that would tell authorities if they ever went outside of their isolation. Number 1, tracking and quarantine. Hong Kong did a great job at tracking everybody that would have COVID-19. As soon as they found someone with it, they would put it on an app so everybody in Hong Kong could know where that person has been and avoid those areas. They'd also track every person that person could have possibly contacted and test them as well. And so this massive tracking and quarantine process really helped keep Hong Kong's numbers super low for COVID-19. So these are 10 reasons why, when you look at Hong Kong's numbers, they are so shockingly low. And just as a reminder, 570 miles from Hong Kong was the epicenter of the COVID-19 virus. It's so amazing what Hong Kong was able to do.